Alright, hi all. Sorry I've been posting a lot of things. It's winter out here, but so the latest project is a Ford F-150. So far I've fixed a couple of things on here. One was well, we had to get new tie rods. I'll show you what they look like. Let's see here. So I was feeling a clunk when I was feeling this clunk, and I'm so glad that I replaced these, because that's supposed to not come out of there. So we replaced that. Let's see, what else did I get underneath this vehicle? Oh yeah, before I started driving it and making sure everything worked, well, it needed a new leaf spring shackle. And well, when the leaf spring went, it went right through the freaking tail, or the truck bed. So make sure you guys always check those. That part right there, 30 bucks, not too bad. Again, I'm flipping this vehicle. I ain't keeping this. It definitely needs a new truck bed, as you can see here. So I've been fixing little things here and there, but the tie rods were both bad. So I replaced the one. Placed the one on this side. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably pretty dark, but got both sides, inner, outer. Did a little other things. Whoever the previous owner, I need a new one of these. I'm gonna pick these up at a U-Pull out here in Minnesota. But when they put this in, they did not put the bracket on top of this lip up here. They put it underneath. And in that case, what happened is over time it destroyed the glass. So there's the nice little crack. Luckily, me knowing what I should be doing, well, fixed it right away, so it can be drivable. Wipers work great now, but looks like previous owner did them with a couple of without wipers, so it put a little scratches in there. The other thing that I'm working on, put one of these little too dim radios in it. You do have to cut here, since it's warm enough. I don't want the plastic breaking. Yeah, here, hold on. All right, so that just pulls straight out. You got the little notch here, notch there, notch down there, and it just pulls out. To get this radio in here though, it requires that little special kit that you bolt onto the side of the thing and it locks it in. But you do have to trim some of the dash out. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Just it helps to have one of those oscillating saws or a Dremel with a cutting blade. But I did it with one of those oscillating blades that kind of go like that, and worked out great. So I'll show you some other things that I'm repairing that needed to be fixed. Give me 1 second to get out there. All right, well, I got my handy dandy hood prop here because the gas shocks are shot. So the other thing that was wrong with this was the four-wheel drive. These vacuum lines get brittle real bad in colder climates. So these cracked. You possibly can repair them with another, putting over a vacuum hose over it, but it was beyond repairable. So I found on, it was eBay, found I don't have the part number, but you can just look up your model. There's two different styles. There's one for the 20 or 2000 4 and above, and then there's ones for this model, which is this is a 99, 96 to 99, or 96 to 2003 is this style. So basically these vacuum lines they're one solid kit, and they just go on, and then they run down to a little junction right down here. And it's easy to do. You take out the battery. There's a couple bolts underneath the battery. You remove this whole housing, and this is actually where those cables run back to. They go right behind here, and they're attached to the box. So if you're asking, this truck has 366,000 miles on it. I've seen them go for a lot more, and this is the 4.6 model, not the 5.4. So I'll show you some more things when I start repairing it, but this is my latest project that I got going on, and I'll keep you up to date on my progress on it and when it sells. All right, later.